Hello, welcome everybody to a weapons team battle. Today we're facing three Zacians, Zamazenta, Lunala, and the Cinderace. We have sword and shield. We have wires that can be used to, obviously choke somebody, electric charge somebody, whatever. Kabutops there has, the scythe as weapons. Escalivalier has his lancers. What do they call it? Jouster. He's a jouster. Anyways, two little stabby things, whatever you call it. Genesect with a cannon on his back, and then Kartana, is like a paper sword. Samurai thing, sharpest object in like the Pokeverse or something, or an Ultra Beast. I don't know, something with that. Like, I guess if you actually found like the sharpest material in the world, like bro, that thing would be super sharp. Like you probably just like I don't know, like let's say you put your finger like you literally like graze it, and you probably have like you probably got cut on like a molecular level. I think there's like a such thing with that or something. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I do watch science shows. Anyways, so they started with Lunala. I started out with Genesect. I don't know if you guys noticed on my team there is a pretty significant weakness to fire, specifically Genesect, Escalivir, and then Kartana. We're all 4 times, super effective for that. So I had to watch out for that definitely. What was I gonna do to this thing? I said, okay, I was checking if I got an attack boost, or whatever boost from the download. This was a mixed Genesect, if you guys didn't know. I think I have some speed EVs as well. I'm not too positive. I'm pretty sure I do, or it might be just special attack and attack. But anyways, they get a critical hit with the Moongeist beam, so Genesect couldn't do anything. They outsped me too, so that's kind of cool. This thing definitely has some speed EVs or something. I was just going for an Iron Head there. I was thinking, okay, so Lunala. I was checking if I have any super effective moves. I do have the sword, Aegislash, which I have shown before. I'm pretty sure. I did update this though. Like right now, as you see right now, if I didn't mention the items on the Genesect, it was the water cannon thing that made it like a water cannon, whatever. On Aegislash, I had, what is it? Sorry, I couldn't think about it. Weakness policy. So I was supposed to just like, I was trying to make this like a sweeper with, raise his speed with airstream. But then I kind of realized that, not in this game, but it was actually after this game that I changed Aegislash's moveset because, yeah, I wanted to go for airstream, but I realized that Aegislash, when he's not in his, shield form, he really does not take any damage like whatsoever. So it's kind of and if it's kind of risky going for a speed plus with Aegislash, I feel like, because if you got one right, like it doesn't guarantee you that you're still gonna be faster than like most things. I mean, at least for this Aegislash, because I don't have any speed EVs. Although I think I want to try to make one maybe that might be better at sleeping. So this one I turned it into just a special, just a regular Aegislash, honestly, with King Shield, that sort of thing. But I kept the weakness policy. Anyways, so that's why I switched in Aegislash, because I knew that the Lunala was gonna go for some effective damage. Giving me the +2 in attack. Now Cinderace is here, so here I thought, man, this is where I really wish I had, like max guard or something. Or even though I don't think he switches forms when he's Dynamax, if I remember correctly. But still, so yeah, Cinderace is just gonna come in here and it can just take me out with whatever move. Honestly, I was thinking about switching out, but I was like, I don't think anything really wants to come into, a fire move. So this is actually where I was getting pretty scared. Cinderace is really good against my full team. I see that it wasn't the G-Max Cinderace, so that means that they're going to be able to get the sun up, instead of, not with like the G-Max version, right? Which I think is pretty good. It's the same thing with Charizard. It's like sometimes it's good to go for the sun if you're, but G-Max Charizard you can go for the residual damage. It just depends on what you want, I suppose. So yeah, it's gonna take me out. Maybe I should have gone for the Airstream against, Lunala, but I don't know. I didn't think Aegislash was gonna be able to outspeed still because it outsped Genesect. So I was like, I don't know, So I'm just sending a Escavalier out here just for fodder. I'm trying to wait out the sun maybe, and then send in Kabutops. Escavalier wasn't really the best Pokemon on my team. It was kind of, as you see, it has this throat spray. It's a special set, so yeah, I didn't really have much for this thing. So I just went for an acid spray. Yeah, I'm not gonna live this whatsoever. Even if I was like max defense, max health, or something like. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so that's Escavalier down. I was like, alright, I should probably send in maybe Kartana now. Just because, it's not gonna live anything, you know what I mean? So, I wanted Exercitry maybe to have a chance. Maybe I could get some speed, some beast boost or something, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this Kartana was a max speed. It had Power Herb. Y'all saw the Solar Blade. And yeah, max attack, so it does pretty good damage, honestly, and it usually outsped like a lot of Pokemon. So yeah, with the Fury Cutter. Anyways, so yeah, Cinderace is gonna take me out. That's a shame. Right now I'm getting pretty messed up by just one fire Pokemon team, so it's not good. It's not looking good out here. So now I'm sending the Kabutops because the Cinderace is out of Dynamax. I have to take this out with a Stone Edge. That's if if it doesn't outspeed me or whatever. Which this Kabutops was a choice band with max speed, max attack. I put everything into attack just because I wanted this thing to hit like really hard, and it was already pretty naturally fast. The ability was weak armor too, so that way I can gain some speed anyways. So it's gonna go for low sweep. It doesn't take me out. It does lower my speed though, but my weak armor is gonna make it so it goes back up to +1. So yeah, it raises it sharply, which actually that's really good. Stone Edge is gonna miss unfortunately, and now it's not gonna be very effective, and I'm still forced to take use Stone Edge. So I think it was pretty important that I hit the first one, because now the second one is not gonna take it out. If I got a crit maybe, but yeah, it's gonna take me out with low sweep, and that's my Kabutops down. So very bad. At least the sun is gone, and now I have my physical circuitry. This was max defense and max health, and yeah, we had Power Whip. We had Wrap to trap opponents in, and get some residual damage. We had Eerie Impulse just to lower special attack on anybody, and then the Electro Web to maybe lower speed or something on Pokemon, So anyways, it's going to go for a Pyro Ball, Cinderace. It's going to probably do some pretty good damage, even if I am physically defensive. I forget how much it does. Yeah, it does still like over half. That's max health and max defense. Like, damn, this Cinderace is doing some nice damage. But we take it out with the Electro Web with the critical hit. Amazing. Just great. So we're gonna get a beast boost. We still have to go through like 4 more Pokemon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, we're gonna get some leftovers. Honestly, this Exercitry probably wasn't the best Pokemon on my team, but I mean, if it did get some beast boosts, and it was able to outspeed some opponents, I think it could get some KOs. Just because its special attack is still ridiculous. And yeah, so Zacian's gonna come out. No way I'm gonna probably live anything from this thing. It's probably gonna just outspeed me, and yeah, I couldn't. I mean, if I was full health, I think I probably would have been able to live whatever Zacian was gonna go for, and I could have gone for Electro Web and maybe another one, and then something else could have came in and take it out, but of course I don't have any other Pokemon. So yeah, I mean this was like I think the very first battle that I had with this team, but don't worry, the next 2 battles are gonna be pretty fire. Don't worry. So I just wanted to show me getting smacked up real quick because it happens, and I just like to show that it happens. So this thing's gonna go for a Sword Dance. Very unnecessary. I don't know why they would do that. It's fine. Getting some leftovers, like it matters. That Electro Web, I mean, it lowered the speed, so maybe I can outspeed now. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure I think it's still gonna outspeed me if I'm not mistaken. Or I think I might miss. I think something happens here. All right. Might skip. Okay. Zacian, what do you do? Or did they go for another Sword Dance? I think they go for another Sword Dance. I think they were trolling me, if I'm not mistaken. Here, I'll just skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, they went for the Sword Dance, and then I went for the Electro Web again. They outsped me, which is kind of funny still. But I think now I'm gonna be able to outspeed. So here I was thinking, you know what? This Xerxes, I mean they have what? Like 2 more Zacians and a Zamazenta. Okay, so Electro Web actually misses, and this is the turn they actually went for an attack. And a ×5 Zacian close combat. Executive was not gonna live that whatsoever. So yeah, that was the first battle. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna be transitioning. Alright, what's up everybody? Here we go with another video. We're facing sorry, not another video, another battle. Hello. That's just usually I guess how I start when I open up my microphone app or whatever. Hello. So we're facing Grand Eater. He has a full ice team except for Realinicus. I was like, it's probably for like the trick room or something, right? Which is fine. No problem there. I'm gonna start off with Xerxes just to start things off nicely. I believe, yeah. So here we go. Full ice team versus a full weapons team. Very interesting. Not gonna lie, just because of the kind of team that I'm running, I'm definitely gonna be good against his team, if that makes sense. They're gonna start off with the Alolan Ninetales, so getting that hail up nice and early. And then I just went in with the Xerxes. Like I said, we're gonna lower this thing's special attack. It went for the Aurora Veil, which is fine. No big deal. I rely more on the wrap damage over time, so I think that's fine. So here I was trying to just trap this thing in, right, so I can get some damage going. And yeah, so this thing reveals to have Nasty Plot, and I was like, eesh, that's kind of nasty. So yeah, my wrap is gonna land, which is pretty cool, and we're gonna be able to get some residual damage on this thing, which we had a pretty good swap in here. Not gonna lie, a good start. I can stall out the Aurora Veil a little bit. So yeah, getting some wrap damage, amazing. Xerxes is a nice Christmas tree right now because it's snowing. Isn't that crazy? It's almost Christmas, so will I make a Christmas team? I don't know. We'll see. So Alolan Ninetales now going for Blizzard does some pretty nice damage, and I get frozen. I'm literally a frozen tree right now. Look at him. He's not moving or anything. Like, it's literally a tree. Because trees don't move. Get it? So, Xerxes. I just want to say, I just thought that was pretty funny. Literally a frozen tree. So, I'm still getting some wrap damage at the very least. It would have been great if I could get some more Eerie Impulse. That way I could live, some more Blizzards. But, so yeah, it was unfortunate that I got frozen, honestly. I'm just gonna keep going for Blizzard, of course, 100% in the snow. Sorry, in the hail. Why wouldn't you? And my Christmas tree is down. I edited something there. So here we go. What do we got to enter in here? We got a couple steel types. We got, yeah, some steel types. I was just thinking which one to go for. Cortana maybe, so I can get some beast boost, even though it doesn't have anything super effective. So I thought, okay, maybe Genesect, I might get like an attack boost. Yeah, we're going for the Genesect, hoping for the attack boost, which we do get, because I do know that Ninetales is more specially defensive rather than defensive, you know. I was thinking, well, nobody's gonna want to switch into Ironhead, so Genesect was pretty good against this team. Not gonna lie. And yeah, so we're just gonna go for the Ironhead. It's gonna outspeed, going for Blizzard. Not bad. It does some pretty alright damage. It's a good thing I went for the Ear Impulse earlier. If it had a +2 in Nasty Plot already, then things could have been looking pretty nasty. Which I do have a Nasty Plot Ninetales myself. So interesting how that works out. I don't have a Roarveil though. I have mostly coverage moves instead. So Avalugg is gonna come in, which is a really defensive Pokemon. I was thinking almost just to go for maybe a special attack instead, but I just decided to keep going for the Ironhead. You know, maybe I might get a flinch or something, and it's gonna go for Curse. And I was like, Curse. So they might have Rest, they might have Recover. I think Avalugg gets Recover, if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, alright, well, this thing's gonna be more, defensive now. Aurora Veil has still 2 more turns on there, so I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go for another Ironhead. Hopefully I get a flinch, maybe stop whatever this thing's trying to do. And it does have Recover, so that's fine. I kind of was thinking, okay, well, it has +1 in Curse, and it's mostly super bulky just because of the Aurora Veil. So here we go. Just gonna keep going for Ironhead. That way we can stall out the Aurora Veil, and then I should be doing some more damage. Maybe I can get a critical hit. That would even be better. So just waiting for them to make the decision. So skip ahead a little bit. So yeah, I went for the Ironhead, and then I believe I got the flinch there, which is pretty lucky. And then I just went for another Ironhead, and now there's kind of just like waiting a little bit. Just gonna go for it a little bit. So yeah, decided to stay in and just took out the Avalugg. Waiting for them to make their own move. So they sent in the Reuniclus. I decided to go for the U-turn, I believe, because I had the +1 in attack still. So AoE, I mean, that's a pretty nice shiny, not gonna lie. I actually kind of had a feeling that they were gonna set up Trick Room, so I was thinking here, I was like, I can go to U-turn and then I can send in Escavalier, and that way I'll be able to outspeed most of his team. So that's Galaxy Brain right now, right? As they say. So yeah, going for the U-turn. It does some nice damage. Almost takes out the Reuniclus. Well, actually, I don't think I knew that they were gonna set up Trick Room. Now, thinking ahead now. So yeah, I actually sent in Cortana, but I say that now because now I know that they set up the Trick Room, right? But no, that was a good play actually, because I didn't know. I guess even though I should have known, if that makes sense. But I'm just going for a Fear Critter. It goes for Focus Blast. I'm like, yeesh. Pretty sure I'm gonna be knocked out there. Yeah, because Reuniclus has some pretty good special attack, and yeah, Cortana's defense is not too good. So now I was sending the Escavalier because I was like, well, Trick Room's up. Escavalier is super slow. I can go for a Bug Buzz, get my Throat Spray. Things are looking great out here, right? So here we go, going for a Bug Buzz to get my Throat Spray up. And don't forget, Escavalier is still good against most of his team because of the Steel typing. We do have Steel Beam, but in Dynamax, it won't hurt you if you go for that, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I was planning to do here. Just go for a little Escavalier sweep with the Trick Room. And yeah, anyway, so we knocked out the Reuniclus, and then the Shaniquan comes out. The freaking Glastier, which is fine. So I was thinking, okay, well this thing's pretty slow, but I am too. I was thinking, okay, well I definitely want to take this out, but I also don't want to lose my Skelvier yet. So I thought, okay, I'm a Dynamax, get a defense boost, and then that will probably help me out, whatever move this thing goes for. Am I right? So yeah, this thing's gonna hit pretty hard. With the +1, I mean this is max special attack and max health, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Escavalier is gonna be doing some pretty nice damage. They decided Dynamax as well, which was kind of interesting. I thought it was a pretty good idea that I went to also. So yeah, great minds think alike. So here we go. Big horse. If you get stomped by those stompers, I'm pretty sure that would be pretty bad because they look like big glaciers. So we actually outspeed because of Trick Room. Going for the Steel Spike, I'm able to get my defense boost before this thing damages, which is great. And we're definitely going to take it out on the next hit. And yeah, it was extra good that I got the defense boost because it had a weakness policy, so that was pretty something. It's going to go for a Max Quake. They know that I have the, the special, the special Excavator because I had revealed to have the throat spray. But I lived that pretty nicely, honestly, even with the +2 from the Shaniquan, because Escavalier has actually amazing defenses. So yeah, this thing's no joke in Trick Room, honestly. Against the right Pokemon. If I was facing a fire type right now, I mean, we probably wouldn't be talking the same story. So we actually take down the Glastier, which is amazing. Dimensions turning back to normal. So now, whatever wants to come in is probably going to be able to outspeed me, most likely. So they sent in Squeaky, which is fine. I still have the Steel Spike. It's going to go through the Ice Face because it's not a physical move, right? It's only for physical for the Pinguino over there. Pinguinos. Does anybody like Pinguinos? It's pretty much the Mexican ho-ho. If you guys ever get the chance to try it, though, I would suggest you do because they're pretty nice and bomb. So yeah, I'm telling people to get Pinguinos because they're good. Because there was a penguin on screen. So yeah. Here we go. So their last Pokemon is Arctozolt. I'm not sure if this thing has Slush Rush or something, but yeah, they chose to set up the Hail with the Penguin, so that's fine. It turns out that I'm actually only normal effective because of their electric typing, so not a bad Pokemon to run. Steel type's not going to be, a major problem. It's going to outspeed me going for Bolt Break, but I do have the +1 in defense and naturally defensive, so I actually live that. And I'm just going to take myself out with the Steel Beam, trying to see how much damage we do. Takes it down to red health, which is pretty fine. Escavalier did a really nice job there, doing some good damage, and now we can send in whatever and take this out, most likely. So I thought, okay, let's go for a Shadow Sneak, just be a little bit disrespectful, whatever. And, I say disrespectful, but, I'm really saying being cautious here. I even go for a King Shield. Like, that's kind of unnecessary on my part, not gonna lie. But you can never be too safe, dude. These things do so much damage with the Bolt Beak. Like, I run one with Bolt Beak as well, so I would know. LOL. So yeah, it seems like does it get Slush Rush? I'm not sure. I need to double check that. I might, I'll put it on screen if it does or not, whatever. If you guys want to find out too. So we're just gonna go for a Shadow Sneak, and this is gonna be game. Yeah, it's not like what was he gonna do? If I had rest or something maybe, but I doubted it. So thank you for the battle, Grand Eater. It was a great battle. Thank you very much. And let's go to the next battle. Yep. So coming into the next battle, we got a battle against Noah Orochi. He's rocking the Eggy Slash as well. The Umbreon, Mimikyu, freaking Moltres, Groudon, and Scrafty, that's who it was. Sorry, I couldn't think for a second. So we're gonna send in the Exercutry because, I was like starting out with Exercutry. I feel like he was a pretty good scout. I mean, he was only, weak against ground for the most part. But I did have a grass type move for Groudon. If it wanted to start out, which I wasn't sure. So here we go. If Mimikyu wanted to switch him, I could do an electric web and lower the speed. That's kind of what my plan was. so yeah, he's rocking beanie though. Not bad. So they do send in the Mimikyu, which is cool. My wrap is not going to work against this thing, but I do have an electric web, so that's good. Excuse me, I'm trying to clear my throat. So I'm just gonna go for a straight electric web. This thing goes for Shadow Ball, which is pretty interesting. Don't see much special Mimikyus around, so that's something. My electric web actually missed, which was kind of annoying. But I thought since this thing is this special set, I can go for the Eerie Impulse and maybe lower that special attack, which I thought would be a good idea. To maybe live some more attacks or whatever. So it actually reveals to be a mix set, so I thought that was interesting as well. I was like Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. Like, what the heck is this? Like, just a Shadow team? I don't know. Which we do live the Shadow Claw pretty nicely. If it gets a crit, I think we could be in trouble. So we're just gonna go for Electro Web again. Hopefully we don't miss. So I'm going to go for another Shadow Ball, which doesn't do too much damage, but it does lower my special defense. So the next one's going to do, a little bit more damage. My Electro Web, obviously just breaks the disguise, but we do lower that speed, which I feel like is going to be important. Mimikyu is a strong Pokemon, strong and speedy. Just drinking a sip of my Pepsi Cola made with real sugar. Take me if you want, whatever. It's Coke. So I'm going for a Power Whip on the Mimikyu. We're outspeedy now. It reveals to have Dazzling Gleam as well, which I thought was pretty interesting. Power Whip did some pretty good damage. I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna go for Electro Whip. I don't really want to miss another Power Whip. Won't even take it out anyways. So here we go. Going for the Electro Whip. Almost takes it out. Lowering that speed yet again. It's going to go for a Leech Life. So it had Leech Life, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Dazzling Gleam. Like, just a pure mix set. Like, that's very interesting. That's really interesting. Okay. So this Mimikyu is going to go down this turn. I'm gonna go for a Disrespect Power Whip. Whip this thing into shape or get it out of here. Damn, that was overkill, honestly. Power Whip, like, you don't have to be that harsh, bro. All right, getting a Beast Boost, raising our special attack. It matters a little bit. Electro Web's gonna be doing some pretty good damage. Getting some more leftovers. Fantastic, communicating. How's everybody doing? I'm asking super late into the video this time. Maybe that's because if you're still here, I only care about you. Just kidding. I just kind of forgot to ask in the beginning. My bad. Okay, so Groudon's gonna come in. I have Power Whip. I'm just gonna go for it. I have nothing to lose. Circuitry took out a Pokemon already. I kind of want to see what this Groudon's gonna do. Right here, I was double checking. Who I want to send in. I was like, damn, I really don't got anything for this Groudon, but I do have a Solar Blade. So I thought, if the Power Whip, fails me, then I'll just go for Katana. So it's gonna reveal to have Earthquake, and I was like, sheesh. Okay, if I was at full health, I think I could have probably lived that pretty bad. just because I was running max defense and max health. So here I was thinking, okay, Kartana, this is a little bit risky. This could be a little risky. But since it went for Earthquake, I know it doesn't have, like, I don't know, it's not going to go for, like, say if it was choice, right, like, then it would have to go for Earthquake again. And yeah, I just don't think it is for some reason. So I went for the Solar Blade, outspeeding the Groudon. It actually was perfect because the sun was up, so I didn't actually have to go for I didn't have to use up my power herb, you know what I mean? So that was actually pretty good, and we actually took out the Groudon in one hit. I mean, that's a base 120 damage off of Kartana's, like, stupid attack and, like, stab damage. That's gonna do some damage. Okay, so we actually get a +1 attack. Amazing. I'm thinking, well, Kartana's gonna do some good damage here. Like, you know, who wants to come out to a max speed Kartana? They send in Aegislash, which actually is a pretty good counter to me. I mean, Solar Blade can probably do some pretty good damage, but I don't know. I definitely just didn't want to stay into this matchup. I was thinking of sending my own Aegislash. That way I can get the, you know, maybe the weakness policy going. So, yeah. Switching out into Sword. I got the shiny version. This guy got the normal version. Rocking the purple. It's going to decide to try to, you know, damage me. It went for a Sacred Sword, so it was pretty good that I switched out into my Ghost type. I was thinking, should I go for a Shadow Sneak? I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure this thing's probably going to go for King Shield. Except for, I didn't want to get damaged by King Shield. I really wasn't sure what was going to happen. So I was thinking, you know what? Since I know it's going to go for King Shield, I'm not sure who's going to be faster anyways. So I'm just going to go for that, lower its defense. And then, you know, maybe just because I'm in Dynamax, I might be able to live an attack. You know, if they don't decide to Dynamax themselves or whatever. So that was kind of the plan. I just wanted to get rid of this Aegislash. I feel like it's a really annoying Pokemon, even though I'm using it myself. So it's kind of, you know, like, what are you talking about, bro? Right? So yeah, it's gonna stance change as I thought. It's gonna go for the King Shield, probably thinking I was gonna, you know, attack with like maybe a Shadow Sneak or something. Not too positive. So that's fine. Changing my form now. Here we go. Going for the Max Phantasm, trying to see how much damage we'll be doing. It doesn't do too much damage, honestly, but we do get we're gonna lower the defense, so that's great. The next one should be doing some more damage. I was like, should I go for Max Guard? I don't know. I didn't know if they were gonna Dynamax or what they decide to do. Maybe they want to switch out. So they do decide to Dynamax themselves. So I was like, I don't think I think if they outspeed me, I'm not gonna be able to live this attack. So yeah, I wasn't sure. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect here. But just know that when Aegislash is in his attack form, he's just like really frail, honestly. So going for another Max Phantasm. It does some really good damage, like, you know, considering this thing was Dynamax, like, sheesh. But it wasn't enough to take it out. I almost thought it was going to be though, but it's fine. I mean, so now it's gonna stance change. It's gonna go for its own Max Phantasm, and just because I'm not in the shield form, I am gonna go down to that. So that was kind of unfortunate, but it's actually fine. This thing is on really low health, and it's not like the fastest thing ever. So essentially, I can just take this out with whatever. I was even thinking maybe Kartana, so I can get maybe, you know, a Beast Boost. Am I right? Because I still have the Power Herb with the Solar Blade. So that's kind of what I was thinking here of going for. But apparently I decided just to go for Genesect and take it out with whatever move, because I know I'm faster, and saving the Kartana for later. We're gonna get an attack boost, so apparently this thing is more specially defensive. Very interesting. It's gonna go for Max Guard. You know, it's not gonna really matter. It's just gonna waste another turn. It's fine. We went for the Techno Blast, 100%. You know, pretty good damage. I know it's gonna take it out, just because it's neutral, and yeah, that's the Exaguide down. Exagid? Like, Exaguide? I'm not sure what the name is, really, but okay. And twisting. Communicating. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure at this point I took out a lot of the threats. I mean, they used up their Dynamax. That's fine. So they're just sending this Scrafty. Bugade, apparently. We do have an attack bonus. So I was thinking, should I just go for U-turn? Like, I don't know. I have Excalibur, in the back, which can probably take this out. Baton can take this out, because I know this thing's not, super fast. So yeah. It goes for a Focus Punch. I was like, oh, I don't know if they thought I was gonna swap out or something or whatever. But yeah, we actually get a flinch, which is kind of funny. Or did we? I forget. I don't know. I think it just lost his focus, so it was not like he was gonna attack anyways. So it didn't really matter. Going for another Iron Head. And that's gonna be enough to take out the Scrafty. Not sure why I would go for Focus Punch. I mean, unless that was like its strongest attack. Do they run Fire Punch? I think they can learn Fire Punch. I'll have to look that up as well. Yeah, let me look that up. They're sending in the Moltres. I was actually pretty scared of this thing. I did have Zap Cannon. I thought, okay, you know what? Let's go for Zap Cannon. I'm pretty sure I have this in the bag anyways. Whatever. Zap Cannon is gonna miss, unfortunately. It's gonna go for a Fiery Wrath. And that's gonna do some pretty good damage, putting me in yellow health. It's called Sephora. Is it like Sephora, like the makeup store or whatever? It's gonna take me out with another Fire Blast. My Zap Cannon missed both times. I was just trying to go for the super effective damage and the Paralyze, whatever. It's fine. I still have a Kabutops to go for with the Stone Edge. Even though it was a high risk move as well as Zap Cannon, just not as bad. I mean, 80% accuracy. That's not too bad, honestly. So I almost forgot I was looking for Scrafty. Okay, so Stone Edge actually hits the Choice Band Stone Edge. Like, that's doing some major damage. Straight up. Scrafty. It does learn Fire Punch, but I guess it didn't have it, so that's kind of unfortunate. What did they send in? They sent it to, Umbreon. I was thinking, okay, what should I go for? Should I just go for Stone Edge? Keep going for that. I thought, nah, I'm just gonna switch out into Scalibur. I'm not gonna mess around too much with my opponent. Hello. Seeing what this thing's gonna do. It's gonna go for Dark Pulse. Very interesting. Not bad. Can definitely get some flinches with that. It doesn't do too much damage. I'm just gonna go for the Bug Buzz, seeing how much damage we do. So keep going for Dark Pulse, probably trying to get a flinch. We don't get flinched. We get off the Bug Buzz, and it's doing some pretty good damage. The next one will take it out. Also because of Throat Spray, of course. So yeah. I like the pink a lot on the Scalibur. I don't know if what do you guys think about that? Anyways, it has Shadow Ball as well. I was like, why wouldn't you go for a Stab Dark Pulse? I guess they gave up in the end. I mean, I still had 2 more Pokemon. I think they knew that, it was not gonna happen. So whatever. Thank you for the battle, Noah Orochi, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night. Peace.